Well, amidst many different tensions at many different levels, an all-out social media war has now broken out between Congress MP Rahul Gandhi and the Modi government. Rahul Gandhi, as you know, has been putting out a couple of videos each day focusing on the China issue. Now he's decided to list the Modi government's failures in calendar form. Rahul Gandhi, in his daily tweet series, has launched an attack on the Modi government, taking a sarcastic line at the government over its handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. In a tweet this morning, Rahul Gandhi lists out the government's achievements in the last 6 months. He says that from welcoming Trump to toppling the Madhya Pradesh government to the latest Rajasthan political crisis, the BJP is behind all of it. Rahul Gandhi questioned the BJP's intent in combating the pandemic when it's so busy doing everything else. BJP Minister Prakash Javadekar too has hit back at Rahul Gandhi and called his achievements of the past 6 months. He's listed them as well. He's also said the opposition will not succeed despite its repetitive attempts to attack the centre.
ये ट्वीट करके जीने वाली पार्टी रह गई, जनता में तो है नहीं, उनके तो 2 राज्य निकल गए। एक राहुल जी को समझना चाहिए कि अमेरिका, यूरोप, ब्राजील जैसे प्रमुख देशों के तुलना में हमारे केसेस भी, हमारे एक्टिव केसेस भी और मृत्यु दर भी आज कम है। जब उत्साह बढ़ा रहे हैं, हौसला अफजाई कर रहे हैं कोरोना योद्धाओं की, तब उसका अपमान करना 130 करोड़ जनता का अपमान है। उसकी मजाक उड़ाना कोरोना योद्धाओं का भी अपमान है।
In spite of his worst wishes for the country, especially during Galwan, how he was propagating Chinese wishes. And so far as corona is concerned, during their time, PPE kits were not getting manufactured. Today we are definitely Atmanirbhar. So stop abusing his power. People of India and people of the world know what his worth is and what is the worth of Congress party. For their own in-house problems, they cannot blame BJP.
12 फरवरी को उन्होंने कहा था कि इस देश में बड़ा संकट आ सकता है कोरोना का, अभी से सरकार ने कुछ करना चाहिए। उस वक्त करते तो ये सारा मामला नहीं होता, लेकिन उनको ट्रम्प को बुलाना था, बड़ा झमेला करना था। एक कोरोना का पेशेंट कुछ 20 फरवरी को मिला, उसके बाद भी उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया। उन्होंने वो मध्य प्रदेश की सरकार गिराने का काम किया। वो वही राजनीति करते हैं, आज हर बात में राजनीति।
Okay, so it's become a sort of calendar of failures war between Rahul Gandhi and the BJP now. And the reason we're putting a spotlight on this, you may wonder why, we're debating something of this kind. Well, because the topic under discussion, the allegations being made, and the context in which this political fight is taking place is anything but frivolous. It's very, very serious. India has crossed 11 lakh COVID-19 cases. There is border tension as we speak. But as far as political unity is concerned, it is a thing of the past. It hasn't settled down just yet. Nupur Sharma, spokesperson of the BJP, Anshul Avijit, spokesperson of the Congress, are both with me. Nupur, I'll start with you. It's a tweet a day. It looks like, we all understand that social media is a tried and tested battlefield. Rahul Gandhi's been attacking the Prime Minister and the government, with a series of videos which are not likely to stop. Today, it was a calendar of perceived failures of the Modi government. Your response, then I'll bring Anshul in.
Well, my response is exactly what Honorable Union Minister Mr. Prakash Javadekar ji said. At first, before you actually pinpoint fingers at what the BJP has done or not done, the central government has done or not done, I think you need to actually come up and say what all actually you have lost, and without any accountability, mind you. Now, interestingly, for all those people who are saying that the Indian government has failed at, on a plethora of issues, the fact is you have failed to put your own house in order. That's the main issue at hand. You blame BJP for everything, including your internal matters, including you not being able to keep hold of or keep track of your own leaders. And then you just come out and say, if you think that uploading fancy videos where you completely look tutored and actually putting out tweets every day is actual politics 101, then I think he needs a rude awakening. And just because I'm on this topic, I just heard the Health Ministry bulletin right now, and I must actually quote a very well-renowned statistician who says on the last day of the first strict lockdown on 13th April, the growth rate of COVID infection was doubling at 7%. At 7 days doubling rate. Now, interestingly, if that was the doubling rate that India continued, and if the Indian government had failed, day before yesterday, India would be at 128 million cases.
Yeah, we've heard that figure.
I think we all know how successful India has been, whether it's been looking after, and the Indian Union government, mind you, whether it's been the Garib Kalyan Yojana, whether it's been sending trains to ensure that the migrants reach their spaces, whether it's been manufacture of PPE kits, whether it's been our own effort towards finding a vaccine, whether it's been our own effort to ensure that economy needs to go back on track, and a strategic way of reopening the lockdown. Even as far as China is concerned, I think Congress, which has taken money of almost ₹1 crore from the CPC and the Chinese government.
Let's go one at a time. Let's go one at a time, Nupur. Anshul, the atmosphere has been vitiated for many months. It's nothing new. It's the same like it was in 2019 as well. Except this time, the BJP says the Congress party, which should be acting as an opposition, and many of these questions are questions that an opposition party would ask, should be setting its own house in order, and is actually blaming the BJP and the Modi government for things that are actually the Congress's own problems. Your response.
So questioning the Modi government is antithetical to democracy. Is that what it's trying to say? I mean, what Rahul Gandhi's tweet has done is brought out this this kind of almanac of complete disaster, which has gone on for the past 1 year, actually, even for 6 years, but let's stick to 1 year, and now compounded by the problems that you have. So it's a listing of that. And let me go through it one by one. Let's start with petting Trump at the time when you should be combating the coronavirus. Enough warning signs were there. Why didn't you pay heed to them? Why didn't you make adequate bandobast? And then you have the toppling of the government in MP, when every democratic process was subverted in order to do that. I mean, it's almost now in the DNA. No surprises, no one. Rajasthan is not a surprise, because what you want to do, even if you're not mandated to, you want to grab power through any means possible, regardless of what's going on in this country. What the BJP spoke about in rather glorious and dazzling terms when it completed 1 year was absolute bunkum. It has no accomplishments worth speaking of. Least of all, it did not mention demo, so it doesn't really consider that, I'm glad, as one of its accomplishments. But let's look at the tackling of the corona crisis, the dealing with the migrant labor. If the Prime Minister felt so much pain and anguish about the plight of the migrant labor, the Congress party time and again has been saying, well, transfer money, deal with the problem. Look at what is happening in Bihar. Look at what is happening in Rajasthan. It is not just corona.
Okay.
It's the tension on our borders. It is the fight against corona, which we are losing. It's the third now in terms of numbers in the world. The situation is absolutely deplorable, and it's actually culminates into this kind of disaster which has been manifested and articulated by the street.
Okay. Nupur, the Congress says, and Anshul says, that these are questions that an opposition party in a democracy must ask. Why is the government, taking this to mean something personal? In a democracy, questions will be asked, and whether it is about performance as far as COVID-19 is concerned, why have the responses become so vitiated and personal? You've got Prakash Javadekar calling him Rahul Baba in some of those responses. Why can't it be a normal conversation? Aren't these normal questions that the Congress would ask, or are you saying that these are motivated? Is that what the allegation is?
Well, for a party which has time and again abused not only the Prime Minister, questioning his lineage, questioning his parentage, even attacking his caste, is today, trying to hold the high moral ground and say, why are you calling him Rahul Baba? Well, why did you call him a Mahatma Saudagar? I can go on. There are 100 odd abuses heard by senior leaders of the Congress party at the sitting Prime Minister, that time CM also. Now, since you alleged that, BJP is undemocratic, now please, I have a list of questions for you. I was writing down when you were talking. Is welcoming POTUS undemocratic? Is, in Madhya Pradesh, I'm sorry, you lost the government because you chucked out dissenters from your own ranks. That is undemocratic. As far as Rajasthan is concerned, personal attacks on how Sachin Pilot looks, and Nikamma, Nikara, just because he and a bunch of others dissented That is undemocratic. And mind you, what's happening in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh is your own doing. It's not our doing. Find faults within your high command. And most importantly, lighting diyas or clapping in support of corona warriors, frontline healthcare workers, like police, like our doctors, like our nurses. I'm sorry, standing in support of them, is that undemocratic? This is what Rahul Gandhi has tweeted. So please come clear as to what is so democratic about Rahul Gandhi's tweet and so undemocratic about Prakash Javadekar-ji's tweet. And most importantly, you know, this is, I think I've already spoken about the infection growth rate statistically.
Yeah, you
what
said
it
that
could have been if the Indian government had not controlled it.
Okay.
What is most important today is how about your people like Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Priyanka Vadra, why don't they actually do some actual groundwork than looking for a machine which is looking to produce sona out of potatoes?
Okay.
The only machine
Anshul,
you had
Anshul,
was when you
what
were
sense
trying...
does that
Allow me,
make?
let me
okay.
allow me 10 seconds.
No,
The only attempt you made was to
You can
ensure
answer that.
that there was some anarchy on the streets in India,
Okay,
wherein
okay.
you promised buses
What kind of
but
anarchy is
had
that?
a machine and sent three-wheelers and two-wheelers.
Let me ask
you
a
were
straight
not aware of
question.
what happened.
Let me ask a straight question, Anshul. You see, because the things being said between the Congress and the BJP, between the both of you, what's happening on Twitter, you know, they have this very personal complexion to it. So I don't want to get into that. I want to simply ask one question. The current emotive issue is what's happening in Rajasthan. Anshul, you and I both know that very well. You know, Rahul Gandhi has also been under a glare in some sections for, you know, mishandling this entire situation and not being a big enough leader to sort out this mess before it exploded. So there is one perception, the BJP says that too, but there is also a perception independently that maybe these attacks are coming from Rahul Gandhi at this time to divert attention away from what is essentially the Congress's own problem in Rajasthan.
Absolutely not. I mean, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been consistent in his tweets regarding the critique of the Modi government. Whether it was China, he was consistent in that. Whether it was this helpless kind of battle, this failed battle against the coronavirus, which has led us to this position we are today. Look at the situation in Bihar. I mean, I get calls the entire day saying how grim the situation is. And, you know, and while battling the flood situation over there, it's been a consistent position of critiquing the government. That's what we are supposed to do. That's what we were elected for. If the government was elected to run the country responsibly, which has failed to do, we were elected, or rather we were put in opposition to ask these very relevant questions. We are not going to shy from it. Why should we ever shy from it? And as for Rajasthan, well, an unfortunate situation has developed, which we've come to terms with, which we are dealing with it. And the process is unfolding. The matter is in the courts. The judgment will be out, and we shall deal with it when it comes. It sometimes happens in a democracy that in states, things like this happen.
Okay.
We'll deal with that. That's not the larger question. I think it's not the political question. It's the dazzling incompetence of the Modi government, which is at show here. They faulted on all fronts, whether it's our frontiers, which are under so much tension, tearing the social fabric, with the protests that happened. That preceded this kind of crisis of COVID.
Okay.
And now dealing with the COVID crisis on all fronts, it's a complete and utter disaster.
Okay.
What else can be said? The figures show that, the COVID figures show that, and every other social indicator, whether it's migrants or it's unemployment or everything else. I mean, Moody's, which you respect so much, has thrown its hands in despair and said, we're not dealing with you.
Nupur.
You know, your economy is just a level after jump.
Okay.
And they are not relating it to COVID at all.
No.
So I
want to make it very clear on India Today here that, you know, the fact is this may be happening on social media, but I think it bears repeating that all of these are serious issues. This is the opposition and this is the government, and there's nothing frivolous about what's going on. These are all serious issues that are being raised. Nupur,
it's not a Twitter war.
Nupur, I want to, you know, there has always been this sort of discrepancy that I would love to understand. And I know you have an answer for Anshul, but I have a question that you can also work into your answer, which is that, you know, on the one hand, you sort of dismiss Rahul Gandhi. The BJP says Rahul Gandhi is Rahul Baba, and some people call him Pappu, not to be taken seriously, making a fool of himself. And yet, you know, you've got S. Jaishankar responding to him. He's not the Congress president. He's only an MP. You've got Prakash Javadekar, Union Minister, responding to him in great detail. You know, if he's such a laughing stock, according to you, why are you engaging with him in this way?
You know, unfortunately, that's the only opposition that the BJP has today. Now, that doesn't really mean that, you know, we have anything to do with the caliber that he holds. जितना caliber है भैया जो भी है उससे हमें पूरी देश को deal करना पड़ रहा है. It's not only the BJP. And even right now, I was hoping that I'll get some concrete, factual, logical arguments and not rhetorical statements to counter. However, you're right. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has not only been consistent in tweeting, he's been consistent in another thing, losing elections and losing states that he's already won, because he cannot actually hold on to his own so-called friends, his own colleagues in your own party. So please, I'm going to reiterate, hold and put your own house in order. Stop finding faults with others. Find faults within your own high command first. Secondly, you're talking about Bihar. What
Is
are you living
Bipulji justifying the subversion of democratic processes?
I'm sorry, I've given you enough answer on democracy and how you are actually killing dissenters in your own organization. First, you need to answer that. You have killed dissenters in Jyotiraditya Scindia, and perhaps Sachin Pilot is also going out because of the same reason. Because you have no space to that. Most importantly, you're speaking about Bihar. Maybe you're living under a rock. Maharashtra mein aapki sarkar hai, Janab. The worst performing state till date for the last 3 months has been Maharashtra. Be it growing active infections, being growing positivity rates, being growing doubling rates, and so on and so forth. And the worst possible facilities provided. Look at Delhi. It's a UT. The union government had to step in mid-June, and within a month, within 15-20 days, our infection rate has gone down. We were looking at 4,000 infections. It's come to less than 1,000.
Okay.
You are a full state. You have enough money. Do you know? And since you're talking about DBTs, I would urge you to please read up a lot. Under various schemes under DBT, a lot of money has actually gone to people who deserve that kind of money. And
really?
Maharashtra, 2 months ago, yes, really. 2 months ago, Maharashtra was given approximately 29,000 crores by the central government, including SDRF.
Let Anshul respond, Nupur.
Read up a bit.
Anshul, go ahead, respond.
No, I just want to tell you that the economic policies, let's get down to the substantive issues, right? You know, there's enough of this Twitter, this almanac war, this calendar war, whatever you want to call it. You know, this was sent for like you said, underscoring this kind of tweets is a rather serious point. The fact is that the economy was in shambles even before this COVID war started, and that's why you had a number of companies, international agencies, warning us and telling us time and again, listen, it's heading nowhere. What it was compounded by was this inept handling of COVID, where you took no intizam, there was no bandobast done at the time when there was complete and utter lockdown, which was an utter failure anyway. So the economy slipped into more and more chaos. It slipped into an ICU, from which it is having a very difficult time to recover. Now, there is such bleeding hearts in the BJP about the migrant crisis. We all saw those images unfold before our shift. It was your channel, it was India Today, we were watching them the whole day, how these kind of very distressing images emerged. And nothing at all was done. What came later, what came belatedly, was a Rozgar Yojana from the Prime Minister. Now, let me just tell you what the Prime Minister is. The problem with anything that comes out of the government is pure rhetoric. It's pure bayanbazi. So what happens is there's no actionable content on the ground. It's like 20 lakh crore rupees. It's not there on the ground. Nothing ever reaches the poor. You know, there's bureaucracy, there's entanglement of this Afsarshahi that steps in, nothing ever goes. That's the same with the Rozgar Yojana. That's the same with anything that the government does. It's exhausted in the rhetoric itself.
Last word. Okay.
Content on the ground.
Therefore,
you are faced with this kind of disaster.
Almost completely out of time.
We can only raise questions.
20 seconds to you both. I'm almost out of time. Yeah, 20 seconds.
I would urge, please call somebody with actual facts to debate on this. कौन सी रोजगार योजना की बात कर रहे हैं? गरीब कल्याण योजना अनाउंस करी थी, उसको एक्सटेंड करके नवंबर में लेके गए हैं. Your senior ministers.
रोजगार योजना नहीं, वहाँ पर लोग मर रहे हैं बिहार में, मैडम.
I'm talking about Garib Kalyan Yojana. Speak when your time comes. Now let's have a proper, decent debate. Let's have a courteous debate. Secondly, your senior leaders demanded itna % of the GDP should be announced as a recovery and revival corpus. We turned out, doubled it to 10%. We turned out to be the 4th largest corpus to have a revival of the economy. It's the first time anybody living in this world, not in the country, has faced a pandemic. And I'm sorry, every economy of every world has slided. India is still largely faring better because we opened agriculture much earlier. And I'm not going to reiterate with numbers. Coronavirus-wise, we have the least infections, we have the least number of active cases, we have the least number of fatality rate, we are far behind Europe, US, Brazil and all other countries. You should know that.
to news, and also, mind you, we are managing well. Maybe you need to give all these sermons to Maharashtra government, which is your government.
I wonder, I actually wonder, Anshul, I wonder whether it's possible for the BJP to credit the Congress or the Congress to credit the BJP with good work anymore. One wonders when one sees things like this calendar war or whatever you call it, that things are so beyond repair relationship-wise between the two parties that no matter what happens, it's always only going to be about criticism. There isn't ever going to be any working together really constructively. That's the bigger picture.
If an elected government goes after people who critique it, then what kind of constructive and mutual criticism or acknowledgement can there be of any kind of policy? And first of all, let's look at those policies for the last 6 months. Ever since actually the government got in power. I mean, on all fronts, there's disaster. DDP, you talked about direct benefit transfer. It's the worst in the world.
Okay.
And even our investment in healthcare and infrastructure is among the worst in the world. What can you expect? What are the numbers you expect right now? What is the future that you expect? The numbers are rising
out of time, Nupur.
Incessantly. On all fronts, we don't know anything. There's no clarity on China. There's absolutely no clarity on China. You take your pride on nationalism and patriotism. There's no clarity on China at all. There's no clarity on COVID numbers.
Okay. I had said 20 seconds to you both. I'm way over now. Okay.
This tweet brings out a substantive and far more relevant question.
Despite, okay.
And it's failure to deal with critique. That's the basic failure.
While we भैया देखिए attack counter attack चलता रहेगा राजनीति में. This was a verbal attack. You choose to personally attack and throw out your own best friends like
such a substantive question. Verbal attack की मैं बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
There is nothing substantial.
मैं verbal attack की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं कह रहा हूँ ये substantive questions है.
हम counter allege करेंगे.
Okay. No, without the tone and the tonality, I am just saying. Okay, out of time. Nupur Anshul, thank you. I'm completely out of time. We'll continue this because obviously this Twitter war is going to continue. The videos are going to continue from Rahul Gandhi and we'll have much more to talk about. For the moment, thank you, Anshul, Nupur. Out of time. Okay. Anshul and Nupur, thank you very much.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.